Riverfront property. My name's Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land. I've got a new 1.5 acre on the East Fork of the Hoquiam River in Washington. This is located in Grays Harbor County. In this video, I'm going to talk about our business a little bit. I'm going to talk about the property and go over some FAQs. So sit back, relax, and let's learn about this piece of land. So here at Wilco Land, we do offer more of a self-service model. We're going to advertise these land deals. We're going to share what we know. And for viewings, you're going to go out there and visit yourself. You're going to do your own due diligence and all that good stuff. So in this video, I'm going to talk about a couple key items that people usually ask about when it comes to due diligence, comes to common questions. I'm going to talk about how you can access this property, how viewings go, things like that. So again, I'm just getting to the property, just skimming through the photos here. You can see that riverfront, that river frontage that we have. And let me pull it up for you next. So in the listing, you'll see, a description that we've got posted here. You'll see what county it's in, Grays Harbor County. You'll see the zoning, General Development 5. You can read more about the county zoning codes here. You can also call the county. If you have a specific question about what you can do with the property, give the county a call. A big thing is that camping and RVs are allowed for lot owners. That's huge. So that makes this a great recreational property, especially at our price point. We're pricing this as a recreational land investment, as something, maybe the potential to build. Maybe you can put a yurt on here, a tiny home, maybe a home on stilts. I'm guessing this is in a flood zone from what my research can tell. But I'll get to that here in a second. So first things first, I want to go through the GPS coordinates and show you where this is on a map. I'm going to show you how to access it on one of my favorite apps. It's called Onyx Maps for these land viewings. So touching on viewings right away and location of the property. So I'm simply using GPS coordinates. You can see I'm just north of Hoquiam here, and we're going to go up the river. I mean, this is just awesome property here. It looks like there is no road, but there is actually a road that goes up there, and I'll explain that here in a minute. So you're going to cross the bridge off Panhandle and head up to the property. So again, you have this river frontage property. I'm going to pull it up on Onyx Maps next and give you a look. This is my favorite app to use for land viewings. I have all these little red lines or plat lines or parcel lines. So you can see our ownership here. This is who we bought the property from. This is our property. And when you're walking the property, a little dot on your phone as it's tracking you, just like my cursor here, will move around with you. So you really get a good idea of the boundaries of the property without getting a survey. Right here, there's no ownership. That's a platted out road is what that is. So you can see that Panhandle Road comes across here. You see how these lines are platted roads? And then there's actually a road coming in back here that you can't see due to the tree coverage. So it's an undeveloped road. So you're going to drive that, but it is platted, access. So, right, legal easement, access, whatever you want to call it, it goes up to the back end of this property. And then we're adjacent to the river. So I can even use a measuring tool here to draw the approximate amount of river frontage that we have is about 50 yards. So just keep that in mind. Property is about 50 yards in width. And if I were going to go length here from one end to the back here, about 140 yards. So this is my favorite app. I have the elite version, so I'm in layers, and I would go to Washington State and do private, land ownership, which show that layer. So to the north of this property is like a resource company. They own 1.2 thousand, so 1,200 acres of land. No issues with people building to the north of you. Looks like the people to the south of you mostly have undeveloped properties. It looks like somebody's built in back here. So it does look like somebody's using these properties along the river here, but I don't see a lot. Again, with the tree coverage, it's really hard to tell, but you're not seeing a lot of land use. So it looks really private back there. The last thing I'm going to do is show Google Earth and show you how to use that. I've got a link here to view the property on Google Earth, and all I'm doing is pulling it up on a different mapping program. I pay for an additional service called Parlay that lays over Google Earth. Again, it shows the same platted out road. I can zoom in. You can see structures a little bit more. You can see the topography back here is flat. And so this road should take you all the way back to the property. If not, that is a dedicated, easement, or it was platted out for a road at some point. It just never got developed. So we do have this cool river frontage. Sometimes you can get street views on the river. Maybe on Panhandle Road, there's street views, but I'm not seeing any. So again, zooming out. So we can see where we're located here. great recreational opportunity, I think, for somebody. We have it priced that way too at $29,000. We sell a lot of properties on the river, and they sell really well. The property is in wetlands from what I can tell. And I'm going to pull that up. You can see on the county GIS here. So it's in like you can see the different layers of wetlands, different coloring, and you can go on the county GIS and look at that. But for the most part, I'm assuming that the county is not going to issue a septic system. Like that's your big hang up. Even if you want to build like on stilts, maybe that's an opportunity. Maybe the county will work with you on a variance. Maybe there's new technology that comes out in the future. Heck, maybe you're just putting a tree fort up or something that doesn't require a permit. Maybe it's just a fun recreational property to fish, to get on the river, to put a little dock in, whatever it may be, camping, whatever. This is a great investment in Grays Harbor County, and it's riverfront. There's only so many riverfront properties, and get on Zillow, get on land.com. You just don't see many being advertised. So, we talked about land use and development. Zoning refers to what you can do with the property. We talked about access, using the GPS coordinates to go access on your own. The last thing I want to touch on is just showing you. I've got this access road drawn out, and you can see that here's Panhandle Road, and here's that easement, or here's that plat map showing you this road is platted out. It was drawn out. This was created at some point with the intent of this being a road. So this is dedicated to a road. There is no private land ownership to it. And this is our property with this arrow pointing here. So again, just showing you guys some confirmation on this road. You can see this comes in to the back, that dirt road access. So a lot checks out on this property. I'm a big fan of it. For those that have questions, give us a call. I have other listings on the homepage in Washington State. We offer cash discounts for cash buyers, and we do offer seller financing terms as well. So again, 605-299-5553. My name is Miles McLaughlin here at Wilco Land. Thanks for tuning in.